Hey everybody, this is MW3 your favorite midget Call of Duty player, and I'm here with a breakdown of the new Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer trailer that came out today, a couple hours ago. Actually, it's more like 8 hours ago, but that's beside the point. Now, I apologize if you hear random noises in the background, if you can't hear me, whatever. I'm out traveling, so my recording situation is not ideal. But let's get down to the meat of it. Alright, we open up with the typical, the rating and everything, and then it starts off with a bang. Alright, now the first thing I want to call your attention is if you zoom in right up here, be zoomed in right now, you will see that we are playing the game type Kill Confirmed. That's a new game type, unique to Modern Warfare 3, and I will show you a little bit more about that later. There's more footage of it later, but right now it just doesn't do good for me to describe it. It'll be better for me to describe when it comes up. And you can see that he's using an M4 as his primary. It does not tell me what attachments it has, if it has any, but, we'll see. And right below that, you'll see where it says proficiency. This is new to Modern Warfare 3. Basically, your weapons level up along with you this time around. So the more you use your M4, for example, the more it'll level up, the more weapon perks you'll get for that. Like, for example, this kick right here reduces your weapon recoil. There's also certain perks that'll give you 2 attachments to your gun, similar to bling, and there's some that'll reduce sway, things like that. Down here, you'll see that he has the secondary M320 GLM. That's basically, it's like a little grenade launcher pistol. You pull it out, fires a grenade launcher, you reload it. Nothing major. Down here you see pretty standard equipment, flash and frag grenades. So that's just for part 1 of the class. Now let's fast forward just a couple frames. And here is the real meat of the class this time around. Now this is pretty standard format for this trailer. First they'll show the perks and first they'll show the weapons, and then its attachments and equipment, then they'll flip around for a couple frames, and then you'll see the perks and everything, so keep that in mind for the future. But right up here at the top, you'll see Strike Package Assault. And what Strike Packages are, basically there are 3 tiers to your point streaks now. Tier 1 is Assault, Tier 2 is Support, Tier 3 is Specialist. Now Assault will give you things like helicopters and Predator missiles and stuff like that. The Assault kill streaks, the ones that get you kills. Now you can see here that he has UAV selected, which is 3 kills, AH-6 Overwatch, which I'm assuming is similar to a Little Bird. You can see a footage of it later on. It has similar guns. I don't know, I didn't really get a good look at it. And then you see down here, he's got Juggernaut. And what that does is that gives you a suit similar to the Juggernaut. You walk around, you're an indestructible beast, pretty much. I haven't seen any footage of it yet, but I do hope it sounds promising. I hope it'll turn out really good. And over here, you see it says Elite Clan. So I'm assuming that this is, just tying into Call of Duty Elite really is all that is. I don't see how that'll have anything to do in-game, but then again, you never know. Right here it shows his clan tag, FRST, which I'm assuming is abbreviation for Final Rest. And it says that he's a clan leader. I don't know if that has any benefit in-game, but you never know. Let's see, right here you got your 3 perks. You got Perk 1, Recon, Perk 2, Quick Draw, Perk 3, Stalker. Now, I've seen a list of the perks, but I don't know what all of them do. So any of the new perks, you'll have to forgive me. I'll just be guessing, basically. So if this information is not correct, let me know in a comment. I'll put an annotation, right about here, correcting me. So, Perk 1, Recon. I'm going to assume that it has something to do with radar. Maybe it's you stay off the enemy radar. Maybe it's, I don't know, some kind of stealth perk. That's all I'm guessing. Quick Draw seems to me like it would be you draw your weapons faster, similar to Scout Pro in Black Ops. And Stalker seems like it would be Ninja, basically. Not sure on that, though, so don't quote me. And then over here, kind of like in Ghost, you can see I said Ghost, I'm sorry. I meant to say, like, kind of see-through is you can see the UAV, you can see the chopper, and you can see the Juggernaut icons. Those will actually come into play later. Now, you don't see any of the heads-up display, so you don't know why, but I'll throw in a picture that I did earlier, basically breaking down the heads-up display, and then I'll show you where the pictures come in. Alright, and here you see that they've finally came up with something new instead of the C4 detonator for calling in your point streaks now. Just looks like a little handheld radio, maybe a GPS device, I don't know. Looks more like a phone, actually, now that I look at it. I don't know. Oh well. Moving on.
Friendly H6 Overwatch inbound.
And right up here you'll see something pretty cool. Throwing knives are confirmed. Voila, through the glass. And here's the chopper that he just called in, going to town on people. And starting about right here, you'll see some pretty epic camera work, which makes me think that they're using theater in-game. And right here, quick little note, the COD 4 red dot sight is back. And right here, you see some footage of the SAM turret kill streak that is under the support tier. And here you see the first little glimpse of Kill Confirmed, the new game mode, similar to Crysis 2 multiplayer. Once you kill somebody, they drop dog tags, but the catch here is, once they drop those dog tags, anybody can pick it up and anybody can count that point towards their team. So if you kill a guy and he's in a room with 3 or 4 of his buddies, they can just pick up the dog tag and they can continue on with that point for them. Alright, now here you can see the second class loadout that he uses in this trailer. You see that he's playing Capture the Flag with his M4, this time with an ACOG sight. He's got Focus as his weapon proficiency, an FMG9, which is a machine pistol secondary, and you can see right down here, he's got Bouncing Betty and a EMP grenade. And now, I don't know about you, but that Bouncing Betty excites me, and you'll see why in a little bit. Alright, now here you can see that he's running the support tier for his kills, or his point streaks, my bad. And he's also running Extreme Conditioning, Assassin, and Sit Rep. Now, Extreme Conditioning and Sit Rep are both perks from previous games. You know what they do. If not, you can look them up. Call of Duty Wikipedia is awesome for that. Assassin, I don't know what that does. I'm assuming it's going to be Ghost. So we'll have to see how well that plays out. Also, another thing I'd like to point out over here is he has a remote turret, which is pretty cool. I saw some footage of it earlier. It's pretty epic. And then we have EMP, which is making a return at 11 kill streaks. So we'll see how well that works out in game. Now this bad boy right here is the modern day Bouncing Betty, and you will see why I like it in slow motion. It's just awesome. Kaboom, all I gotta say. And right here we see the remote turret. See it getting disabled by a flashbang, and he moves along. Now right here I want to pause it and point out something really fast. You look at the reticule, it is not the standard ACOG reticule. Now I don't know if this is hinting at reticule customization for red dots and ACOGs, but I know I have seen different red dot sights, so there might be some limited customizability for both red dots and ACOGs in this game. Not 100% sure though, so don't quote me. And here you see him throwing down the care package marker for the explosive decoy. Now I have not seen this in action, I've only seen it whenever it's called in by a friendly, so I can't tell you what it does. Alright, now this one was a little bit more difficult to see because of the angle of it, but you can still see that it's now Team Deathmatch. Is using an ACR 6.8, which is the standard ACR that we all know and love, but I think this time it's chambered for 6.8 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's correct or not, so again, don't quote me. None of this is 100% fact. This is my speculations and take on the video. Down here, you can see that he has portable radar and a claymore as his equipment, and he also has an XM25 with some kind of scope on it. I can't tell if that's like a built-in or if that's something you can equip. And here we can see that he's using the support tier now. He's got ballistic vests, recon drone, stealth bomber as his kill streaks. Ballistic vests is basically calls it in. It puts a little part in the map where anybody can come up, pick it up. Gives you a little health boost similar to Painkiller, I think. Not quite as intense, but something similar to that. Recon drone, it's a little remote control helicopter. And stealth bomber, well, we all know what that is. And we see the return of recon. And blast shield is now a perk. And we see dead silence coming back. So that's going to be the new ninja. So I don't know what the other one was, but we'll have to see. And here we see a scoped in version of the grenade rifle. You can see right up here in the corner it says 25 millimeters, so I'm assuming it's a 25 millimeter grenade launcher. I don't know if this HUD is dynamic. I don't know if those numbers will change or not. I really wasn't paying too much attention at this point because, you know, well, it's a noob tube first of all, so yeah. But there you go. There's the scope. Now this right here intrigued me. You can see that he very clearly survived, so I'm not sure if it's because he has blast shield on, or if he's using the ballistic vest or whatever it might be, or if it's just a sign that the noob tubes are that nerfed. Right here you see him calling in the Big Daddy stealth bomber. Now this scene to me is very obviously faked because you can see the fire going everywhere. You can see them shooting at each other. He somehow survives it all, and then the stealth bomber comes in and blows everything up like an old action movie. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's very obviously faked, and they're using theater. Just thought I'd point that out. And right here is a weird kill streak that I have not seen yet. Some kind of RCXD on steroids? Who knows? Alright, and right here is the last class view with weapons. You see right now he's playing Ground War, he's got an ACR 6.8, he's got the proficiency 2 attachments, and right here he has a secondary Dragunov with a variable zoom. That does not mean that snipers are now secondaries. You'll see why in a little bit when the screen flips. He has a throwing knife as his equipment, and he also has something weird called a trophy system. I have no idea what that does. You'll see it in a little bit. I can't tell what it does to save my life, so you'll just have to guess on that one. And now here is the coolest part. Right here you see he's using the Strike Package Specialist. And what Specialist does is that per kills, it's 246. In this picture, I don't know if that's a constant or not, but in this it's 246. And every time you get a kill streak with a Specialist, you earn another perk. So right here, he's got his kill streak set as Scavenger Pro, Steady Aim Pro, and Marksman Pro. Now Scavenger and Steady Aim Pro, we know what those are. Marksman, I have no idea. I'm assuming you get like an extra point streak for headshots or something. I don't know. Blind Eye, I'm assuming is some kind of radar jammer. Overkill Pro, we know Overkill from Call of Duty 4 gives you 2 primary weapons as your attachments. That explains the Dragunov secondary. I don't know what Overkill Pro does. Maybe some kind of attachments for your primary, for your secondary. I don't know. And Sitrep Pro, I'm assuming it's going to do the same thing from Modern Warfare 2. So, continuing on. And right here you see him deploying the trophy system. Like I said, I have no idea what it does. I'm assuming some kind of mobile radar jammer, if I had to guess. I don't know, some kind of dark spot for radar for like UAVs on the map, where if you deploy that, like UAVs won't scan anybody in the perimeter. I don't know. Be my best guess. Alright, and that was the trailer, and that was my breakdown. Thank you very much for watching this, and please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all your good stuff. And if you see anything that I said was incorrect or inaccurate, please feel free to correct me in a comment, and I'll add it in any annotations, and I will give you credit for it. Alright guys, now this is just that photo I was telling you earlier where I broke down the heads-up display. Right here, you can see the tier 1 through 3 perks. That's, typical. That's where it usually is. Then right down here, you can see where the weapon proficiency shows up below the 4th perk. And down below that, you can see the new thing called the cyclable kill streaks. And it also shows you your kill streak counter. I guess it's a point streak counter now, my bad. But what that'll do is you see the gray little boxes. Those will fill up with each point you get towards your point streak. As soon as you get one, it'll show up on here. Its icon will light up, and you'll be able to cycle through it. So this means that if you get, like, we'll say for example, use Black Ops kill streaks. Let's say you get Blackbird and then you get attack dogs. You want to call them the Blackbird first. So that would let you cycle through it. Let you select the Blackbird, call it in, then you can call in your attack dogs. Alright guys, now this has been my breakdown of Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer trailer. And now we'll see you guys later. Maybe when the next trailer comes out, maybe when the game comes out, maybe 10 minutes from now, haven't quite decided. We'll see. Alright, have a good evening everybody, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.